Alhamdulillah wa kafa. Wa salamun ala ibadihi alladhina istafa, amma ba'd. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والذين آمنوا أشد حبا لله. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد وبارك وسلم. Some things in this universe have a natural attraction towards the others. If it is between the non-living things, this is called attraction. For example, because like the iron has that attraction towards the magnet, or like the earth, it attracts things towards itself. It's called gravitational attraction. And if it is between the living beings, it is called love. All the things that are running in this universe, the source is love. The stars don't move without this. The air doesn't blow without this. The seed does not break and it comes out of the ground without this. All what is happening is because of this love, because of this attraction. If you look into the society, the center of the society is love. The nucleus of the family is the love between children and parents, love between husband and wife, love between brothers. This is that love that is the nucleus of a human society. So, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's beloved sallallahu alayhi wa sallam has said, when he went to Medina Munawwara after migration, that you should love Allah because He has given you so many blessings. It is very common that even a person, even if there is a predator and there is another person who takes care of a predator, even that predator will take care of it. There are some people in the circus, people will sit on top of a lion, will put their hand in their mouth, they put their head in their mouth and the lion will not say anything. Why? Because this animal, he knows that this person, this master has fed me. If a predator, an animal, the person who feeds him will take care of him so much. We are human beings. Allah Ta'ala has given us intellect and so many blessings that He has given to us. A house, a spouse, children, health, iman. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us birth in the house of the people of iman. All these blessings, we have to be grateful. The truth is, even if we remain in sajda all of our life, we will never be able to be grateful to the blessings of Allah. So Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam has said that you should love Allah Ta'ala with all of your heart, wholeheartedly. In your heart there should only be love of Allah. It should not be like that a little bit is Allah's love and other without Allah, other than Allah. Allah Ta'ala does not like shirk, associating partners. Allah Ta'ala does not like that you share your heart. So this heart should be purely for Allah. You tell me that in your house, do you like a non-mahram man and start living in your house? You don't like it. You tell who is he to enter into my house? We human beings, we don't like a stranger, a non-mahram man to come and stay in our house. And Allah Ta'ala has given us birth. How can He like that there is another beloved other than Him? That's why He has said, that's why Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam has said, love Allah wholeheartedly. Allah Ta'ala, love Allah with all of your heart. So, So there is a word called wala, which means, The meaning of Allah is Wa'ala, yani the one that you like, the one that you, who is the beloved of the hearts. So the meaning of Allah is that He is the beloved of the hearts. Every heart loves Him. The love is, the heart loves. When there are there's so much pleasure in the five senses, then think about this love, the heart, how much is the pleasure in love. You have not yet tasted love. A person who is not adult, how can he know the pleasure of the adulthood? We are non-adults of Shariat. The people who love Allah, they know what does it mean to have the pleasure of the love of Allah. It's not easy to stay awake at night. Try to sit on Musalla for 1 hour. You cannot even sit for 30 minutes. After 15 minutes, you want to go away. The people, the beloved of Allah, they stay on Musalla all night long. They stand up and they recite Quran all night long. Is it easy? Only those people can do it where the heart is connected with Allah. And then I want that to give a long call to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Just like in this day and age, when you have these lustful desires, lustful love, you give them a call and you talk to them for hours. Just like that, people who love Allah, they talk to Allah for hours in tahajjud. This pleasure of love, even angels don't have it. This is only given to human beings. And for that because of this, human beings are given preference. So it is a couplet in Urdu that intellect, eyes, and the heart, their guide is love. The first guide is love. If there is no love, then everything is idol worshipping. It will be just a few imaginations. The true, the real, the core is the love of Allah. All the good deeds revolve around love of Allah. There's another couplet that the love is your ending, love is my ending. Even you are incomplete and I am incomplete. We are still immature in the spirit of love of Allah. The miraj of love, the height of love, we have yet not achieved that. There's a couplet, Oh Allah, I want the height of your love. Look at my simplicity, what do I want? These are those blessings that Allah Ta'ala, the Prophet ﷺ begged Allah Ta'ala for this blessing. Allahumma inni as'aluka hubbaka. Ya Allah, I seek your love. I beg you of your love. Prophet ﷺ is asking Allah of this blessing. Just imagine what the pleasure of this blessing must have been. That what pleasure do you get in your life because of that? So ulama have said there are two types of lovers. One is the Ashik Zati and the second Ashik Ihsani. The Ashik Zati, the example is that like the mother loves her children. Even if the child is not very, very beautiful, if not intelligent, still the mother will love the child. So this is love is called the muhabbat zati, the personal love, that love a person. And the second type of love is ashik ihsani, the love because that somebody has done favors on us. So because Allah Ta'ala has done so many favors on us, we appreciate that and we love Him. But problem is that when Allah Ta'ala tests us, then all of this love goes away. So there are two types of majnun. One who drank blood and the second who drank blood. Allah Ta'ala says, وَاذْكُرِ اسْمَ رَبِّكَ وَتَبَتَّلْ إِلَيْهِ تَبْتِيلًا, that you do the dhikr of the name of your Lord and create that tabattul towards Allah. Remember the love that we have for each other and the love of Allah, they're opposites to each other. If one is there, then the other will go away. If there is love of Allah in the heart, then the love of creation goes away from the heart. And if the love of creation is in the heart, then this heart will be devoid of the love of Allah. They cannot be together. That's why in Hazrat Abdul Thanvi Rahmatullah alayhi, he has mentioned a beautiful example that in Surah An-Naml, the story of Malka Bilqis, the Malka Queen of Sheba, that Sayyidina Sulaiman alayhi salam is sent message towards her. They took an advice from her parliament members that what should I do? So everybody said that you step forward and we are with you. But she was very intelligent. She replied that no. Innal muluka idha dakhalu qaryatan afsaduha. That when king enters into a town, that they will just destroy it. وَجَعَلُوا عِزَّةَ أَهْلِهَا أَذِلَّةً. That and all the people of honor of that city, they will dishonor them and make them leave the city. The Hazrat said, if we take Malikul Mulk, like the king is the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and if we take Qarya, the town, as the city of the heart, then the meaning would be that when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah's name, Allah's love will enter into the heart of Saduha, it will create a revolution. وَجَعَلُوا عِزَّةَ أَهْلِهَا أَذِلَّةً. And this world that is honorable in the heart, it will dishonor it and exit it from the heart. And also keep in mind that whoever stays away from the love of Allah, the punishment of it is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make him love the creation. It's a punishment. So some people, they love idols, some people love women, the others, they love children, the others love the businesses, the others love praise and status. All of these loves, they are punishments for this person. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala shows him that you don't love me. Look, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, all the love of the heart is in the world, sometimes the business, in the shop and some other things. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala hooks them up in the love of the creation. It is said, أَفَرْأَيْتُمُ الَّذِي There's the ayah of the Quran that have you seen that person who has taken his desires as God. So what we should want is that we should clean any love of the creation from our heart with the zikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. All of these lustful desires, all of these loves, we should clean our heart of that, and then the love of Allah will come into our hearts. Al-Majub Rahmatullah alayhi, there are few couplets on that. Hazrat Aqdas Rahmatullah alayhi, he said that if I was rich, I would have given him 100,000 rupees to him as gift. That was the time when the salary of a teacher was only 2-3 rupees. So when the monthly salary of a teacher is 1-2 rupees, just imagine what does it mean to have 100,000 rupees. And what was that couplet that Hazrat Majub Rahmatullah alayhi wrote? Har tamanna dil se rukhsat ho gayi, that every desire has left the heart. Ab to aaja, ab to khalwat hogi. Now you come. It is all. The heart is isolated. Every desire has left the heart. Now come, O Allah, because it is all empty. And then he said, Ek unse kya muhabbat ho gayi, sari duniya hi se wahshat hogi. That I have loved Allah, now I hate everybody else. Now, even if you scold, I'm not going to leave. Now I'm started loving Allah. I've started loving Allah. I've started loving Allah. And then he wrote, Pad gayi thi un pe bhoole se nazar. Then I looked at him accidentally. Baat itni thi qiyamat hogi. It was just a small thing, and as if, a revolution has come in my heart. So when people love Allah, then there are some signs, there are some symptoms through which you find out that this person loves Allah Ta'ala in reality. One of those things, the first thing is that this person he doesn't sit at peace. So he misses Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. When a person who loves Allah, he misses Allah. All the time, in his personality, there is a very strange state that he is not lazy anymore after that. So he is in a continuous struggle after that, in worship, in obedience, in service of the deen of Allah. This strange feeling that you don't feel at peace, you are always struggling, in the day or in the night. And the second thing is abundant sujood, abundant prostrations. When a person loves Allah, then he is there ready to worship all the time. He will pray nawafil. So like in dunya, when people love each other, as soon as they get a chance, they give them a call. So the people of Allah, as soon as they get a chance, they call Allah by prayers. This prayer is a communication with Allah. It's talking with Allah. There's a hadith that people say, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, Allah Ta'ala says, Hamadani Abdi, my slave has praised me. Then a person says, Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, Allah Ta'ala replies that. So a person says a phrase and Allah Ta'ala replies as if you're talking to Allah through prayers, through recitation of the Quran. Now when a person is praying nafal during the day and the night is four prayers, 4 extra prayers, the lovers of Allah, they never miss their tahajjud. Allah Ta'ala gives them tawfiq. So there are people in this gathering that for years they have not missed the tahajjud. There are a young couple who came a few days ago. The wife was alima and the husband was an alim. They said, Hazrat, we have connected you for 4 years. In these 4 years, none of us have missed tahajjud. Young couple, their early days of marriage, and normally in the early days of marriage it's so difficult to pray during the night, but these young couples said that neither husband nor the wife missed the tahajjud in 4 years, not even one day. So tahajjud becomes part of their life. They love tahajjud. There's a couplet in Urdu that I don't know about my own self. I'm always in your remembrance. I stay awake at night. Ask stars, and I stay awake at night every day. The Prophet ﷺ used to say awake at night so much that Allah Ta'ala had to say in the Quran, Duaa, ma anzalna alayka al-Quran litashqa. Oh my beloved, I did not give Quran to you so that you put yourself in burden. The beloved is saying to the lover, oh, don't struggle that much, it is not that good. No. Imam Razi Rahmatullah used to say that, oh Allah, I don't like the day without your remembrance. I don't like the night except that I am talking to you. They used to wait for night. Allama Abdul Wahab Firani Rahmatullah used to say that our Akabirin, our elders, they would wait for the darkest of the night like a husband, a newlywed husband, he waits for the night to come to meet with his wife. Shaykh Hadith Rahmatullah, he has written an incident that one man said that I had desires, so I bought a slave girl. She was very weak. So all day long she would be busy working for my household, and during the night she would take a bath. She would come to me and said, do you need me? If I said yes, then she would spend the night with me. Or if not, if I say I don't need you, then she would go to the musalla, to the prayer mat, and all night long she would stand at the prayer mat. And I would be so amazed that she doesn't rest during the day, doesn't rest during the night. So he said that one night I was sleeping and I opened my eyes and she was making dua at the time of tahajjud, and the dua she was saying that, oh Allah, that, oh Ya Allah, because of your love for me, I give an oath to you for your love for your love for me. So he said, when I heard that, I said to her, don't say it like that. Say, Ya Allah, I give you an oath because of my love for you. So he said that when I said this to her, she got very angry. She said, no, I'm going to say this. I give you an oath because of your love for me. So he said that when I stopped her for twice, then she said that if Allah Ta'ala had not loved me, He would not have given me tawfiq to sit on the musalla all night, and He would not have made you sleep all night long. The reason that you are sleeping all night and I'm here standing at the musalla, this is a proof that Allah Ta'ala loves me. It is love of Allah for the slaves that He makes them pray at night. This is also proven by hadith that Allah Ta'ala calls angels during the night and He says that look, so such and such person, they are, they're such and such person, I hate that person. I don't like that person. You go and guard them. And this time of the Hajj is a time that my accepted people get up at time. I don't want that these people get up this time and ask me. So angels come and they make them sleep. So at that time they go into the deep sleep. They don't even realize the time at that time. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala calls another group of angels and say, such and such person, they are my righteous people. Go and hit them with your wings and wake them up, so that they get up and they stand in front of me and pray tahajjud. They will beg and I'll fulfill all of their needs. And there is a third group of angels. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says to them that, oh, such and such person, they love me, they are my muqarrabeen, my close people. They have been worshipping me all their life and they become old now. Now you go and now change their sides. Just change their sides. If they will want, they will stand up on the musalla, on the prayer mat, or if they will want, they will keep sleeping. I'm happy with them as they're waking up, just like I'm pleased with them while they're sleeping. There are those people that Allah makes their sleep worship. So don't think that we don't pray tahajjud. Don't say that I don't get up for tahajjud. You think like this, that Allah Ta'ala does not let me wake up for tahajjud. Allah Ta'ala, at that time where Allah Ta'ala loves to see His beloved, Allah Ta'ala doesn't want to see my face at that time. That's why He makes me sleep. People don't even get up for Fajr. Forget about tahajjud. The third symptom, that the person who has love of Allah in his heart, he likes to recite Quran. He loves to recite Quran, to recite a few juz. It's very normal. Sometimes people recite the whole Quran during the day, one day. Sayyidina Usman radiallahu ta'ala anhu used to say that by Allah, if your hearts were free from the filth of sin, then you would have never feel satiated from recitation of the Quran. Just like children, they feel like eating ice cream again and again, though their stomach is full, but still they have this desire in their eyes that if they can get more ice cream. Just like these kids, they can never feel satiated from eating ice cream. Just like that, people of Allah, they always want to recite more Quran. The fifth sign is that following of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they're always busy in that. This is a sign of love. That the lover, when he loves a beloved, he follows him. It is a sign of the love of Allah that this person is the lover of the sunnah from the head to the toe. He adorns himself with sunnah, with talab, with desire, with passion. He follows every single sunnah. The sixth sign is that person is never tired of worship. For hours he will worship and he will still look fresh. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give them that strength. So there was a pious man. He was 70 years of age and he would do 70 tawafs every single day. 70 tawaf, and every tawaf, it has 7 circles. So, and after that, after every tawaf, there's 2 rakats of wajib tawaf. So 140 rakat nawafil, of course, as well, along with 70 tawaf. Now, imagine that if you have to pay nawafil one night, after 10 rakats, you don't get up. 140 nawafil every day, and the other worship will be other than that, on top of that. What was that? So don't feel tired of the worship. And that person, he is greedy of doing zikr. Whenever he gets a chance, he will just go into zikr of Allah. People say, oh, what do you do? So what do you get by saying Allah, Allah? So somebody said to Hazrat Ji once, he said to Hazrat Ji, you don't have any other thing other than doing Allah, Allah. So Hazrat Ji said to that person, oh my brother, please on the day of judgment just be witness that this person had nothing to do in the dunya except saying Allah, Allah. People think it's a small thing. Is it easy? If Allah Ta'ala gives tawfiq, He is doing zikr all the time. So there is a hadith that Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said that your tongue should always be wet with the zikr of Allah. There is a hadith that a person who does zikr Allah, then Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala has loved him. Then a person who does a lot of zikr, then Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala loves that person. And the 8th sign is that he feels bad about doing zikr of remembering any other creation. He doesn't want to talk about dunya. Rabia Basiri Rahmatullah Alayhi, one man came to her and said to her that this life is a word of deception. It is bad and this and that. And after some time he was saying that, Rabia Basiri said, go away, you love dunya. Why are you talking about dunya? Then also the next sign, they feel peace by spending in the path of Allah. So there are these sort of people, they will give zakat to the people who are needy, they give charity in madaris and masajid and other places of welfare. They want to spend their money in the path of Allah. This is a sign of the love of Allah. Sayyidina Siddiq Akbar radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, by the order of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he spent all of his wealth. And Allama Iqbal, he has said that in a beautiful way. He has said that ek din Rasul Paak ne ashab se kaha, that one day Prophet said to Sahaba that give charity, whoever is rich amongst you. By listening to that, Sayyidina Umar, he stood up, and on that day he had a lot of dirahim, lot of money, and he's saying in his heart that today I will win Sayyidina Abu Bakr Siddiq radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. That normally Sayyidina Abu Bakr Siddiq always wins this competition. Today I have a lot of wealth, so today I will give more and I'll win from Sayyidina Abu Bakr. So he brought wealth to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam asked Sayyidina Umar that, "Oh Umar, that did you keep anything for your family? That your family also has right over you?" So Sayyidina Umar radiyallahu ta'ala said that I brought half for you and I kept half for my family. It's a big thing. Then that friend of the Prophet ﷺ came as well at that time. He brought everything from his house to the Prophet ﷺ. And Prophet ﷺ asked, you should care about your family. So he said that because of you I get everything. For Siddiq, I only want the Prophet of Allah. So I've kept only Allah and His Messenger behind. That's it. He brought every single thing. People who love Allah, they spend in the path of Allah and they thank Allah that Allah Ta'ala has given me tawfiq that I have spent and that Allah is accepted. One of the signs is that this person that he is always remembering Allah. Even they want to forget Allah, they will not be able to forget Allah. So even if he thinks that, oh, I'm not going to forget, the heart will never agree to that. He will always remember Allah. So all of his affairs are taken care by the heart, by love. So intellect is not able to do anything. Somebody has said that every single day I say that I'll forget you. Every single day I say that I'll forget you, but every day I forget this thing. So it's so difficult for people to forget Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Imam Mujaddid Afsani Rahmatullah has written that a person who gets bina qalbi, yani his heart has reached the height of love, that person, even if he is given 1,000 years of life, and it is said that you forget Allah, even if he tries to forget Allah in that 1,000 years, he will not be able to forget Allah. This is the state of his heart, that even if he wants to forget, he will not be able to forget. The heart is deep in love of Allah. Then the other sign is that Allah Ta'ala becomes his companion. So Prophet ﷺ said, Allahumma Rafiq al-A'la, that, oh Allah, you are my best companion. So then don't step back from love. It is said that one man has come in the history, his name was Majnu. He loved a woman called Layla. She was dark in complexion, that's why parents have named her Layla. He loved her. So he left his sanity. All the time he was in the thoughts of Layla. All the time. One day his father said to him that because of you, people are disgracing me, everybody is talking about you and I'm embarrassed. Let's go to Haram and there we will do tawbah from this sin of love. So he went with his father to Haram, but there the father said to Majnu, make dua. He held the curtain of Kaaba and he said, Ilahi, tubtu min kulli ma'asiyah, do tawbah from all the sins. Walakin hubbi Layla la atuba, but I'm not doing tawbah from the love of Layla. So he was so much in love of Layla. I do tawbah from all sins except the sin of the love of Layla. When he said that, the father got very angry and he looked at him, but what are you saying? Suddenly he said the next couplet. He said that Ilahi, la tuslimi hubbaha abadan, never cease her love from my heart ever. وَيَرْحَمَ اللَّهُ عَبْدًا قَالَ آمِينَ. And Ya Allah, whoever says Ameen on my dua, Ya Allah, please forgive his sins. This is love, that when it comes in the heart doesn't go away. So Hazrat read this story in an Arabic book that somebody saw Majnu in his dream and he said, Majnu, what happened after your death? So Majnu said in reply that Allah Ta'ala forgave all of my sins. And on the day of judgment, Allah Ta'ala has accepted me as a role model of love. That if you are so deep in the love of the creation, then all the people love me, then on the day of judgment I will say to them that, so why didn't you used to have that much love for me on the day of judgment? Allah Ta'ala will keep me as a role model on the day of judgment. Allahu Akbar. When Allah Ta'ala loves people, then there are also signs of that. First sign is that this person that Allah Ta'ala loves, Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala becomes his protector. Then Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala will give him mashwara, will put ilham in his heart. On whatever you have to do according to the situation, Allah Ta'ala put in his heart, and this person will be doing things on just what Allah Ta'ala wants. He's always on the straight path. Allah Ta'ala will put the hatred of the dunya in his heart. And one of the signs is that Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala will make his limbs busy in doing good deeds. The fifth sign is that Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala give him the taste, the pleasure of dua when he is by himself, in isolation. When he's in isolation, he raises his hand, begs to Allah, cries in front of Allah and talks to Allah. And then Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, through calamities, Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala forgives his sins. Small little sins, Allah Ta'ala sends small little calamities, small little issues, and he's patient, Allah Ta'ala forgives all of his sins. That's why it is said that when Allah Ta'ala loves somebody, that He sends calamities on him. One of the signs is that this person, Allah Ta'ala does not punish him. Allah Ta'ala changes all of his fears into peace, into safety. These are the signs that Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala loves this person. So in our sister Aliyah Naqshbandiya, there was a Shaykh Khaja Abul Hasan Khaqqani rahmatullah alayhi. He used to say that once I asked Allah Ta'ala that, Ya Allah, for 60 years of my life I've spent in your love. The 60 years of my life spent in my love. And he was talking to Allah, making dua that for 60 years, I spent 60 years of my life in your love. Allah Ta'ala put in his heart, ilham, that, oh my slave, I've made you from ever. That you are only talking 60 years, I have been made you my beloved since forever. The only being worthy of love is Allah Ta'ala, our Creator, who has created us. See, we all have been given birth because of love of Allah, not for the love of creation. In spite of that, there are some people who say that, that we love people so much that we cannot leave them anymore. Well, we have not been created for that love. If it is so extreme that people can lose control, then what about that love? For what Allah Ta'ala treated us. When that becomes so extreme, just imagine how extreme that can become. So it is said, وَالَّذِينَ آمَنُوا أَشَدُّ حُبًّا لِلَّهِ. It's the ayat of the Quran. The people of Iman, they have extreme love of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. There are some couplets of Persian. So, oh my beloved, you have taken life out of my body and you have become my life. You have taken life out of my body and you have become my life. Oh Allah, oh my beloved, you have given me this pain and you are the cure for this pain. So this pain of love that you have given me, you are the cure for this pain as well. Oh my beloved, with your love, my chest has been opened, and in this open chest, now you are hiding inside it. Who is hiding in his heart, in his chest? You are hiding, oh my beloved. Oh my beloved, with your beauty, with the sword of your beauty, you have cut my heart. All of this love, there was so much love in my heart, of wealth, of this dunya. With the sword of your beauty, you have created a revolution in this heart. Oh my beloved, you have made this heart empty, but in this emptiness, your kingdom is yours. You are the king of this emptiness, of this. And then he said a beautiful couplet after that. Oh my beloved, you have set your price, both the words, that you cut yourself off from both the worlds and you will get your meeting. Oh my beloved, please raise the price. You have given very cheap price. So a lover is ready to give more than both the worlds for the beloved. That's why our Kabreen, our elders, they will spend all of their life in the love of Allah. It is written in his life history that one day he was saying that, oh Allah, you know that in 73 years of my life I've spent those that there was nobody in my heart except you. Just to say that it's a responsibility, and he's saying, Ya Allah, you know, he's making Allah his witness, what a big thing it is. Just imagine that, Ya Allah, you know that for 73 years of my life you have spent it like that, there was nobody in my heart except you. What a life that must have been, subhanAllah. Allah Ta'ala also gave us that pure life. So, Al-Mazoob Rahmatullah alayhi, he used to say, that what sort of heart is that, in which heart there is no Allah? That flower is just a flower by its name in which there is no smell. That you come in isolation, but there is no isolation except unless, oh Allah, you are in all of me. So we should live our life in the love of Allah, and we should do our ma'mulat with regularity. We should find peace by the zikr of Allah. Mullah Rum Rahmatullah alayhi has written a beautiful couplet. He says that in desert, the people who travel in desert, he saw Majnu in the desert. He was their isolation in all of his sadness. The Majnu, in the remember of Layla, in that desert, in isolation, he was sitting by himself. He had made the sand his paper, and he had made his finger the pen. It felt like as if he is writing a letter to somebody. So that man came close to Majnu and he said, oh Majnu, what are you doing? Who are you writing this letter to? So he said that in reply to that, Majnu said to me that I don't have any time that I should write a letter. I'm just writing the name of Layla again and again. Because when I write a name, I find peace in my heart. So Mullah Rum Rahmatullah alayhi says that if Majnu has so much love for Layla, is love of Allah smaller than that you don't find peace by the remembrance of Allah? So Allah's love is far, far more than the love of Layla. We should also want that we should give peace to our hearts with the remembrance of Allah. That's why wherever we are, in whatever state we are, we should keep our ma'mulat, we should pray tahajjud, and wherever we are, we should just talk about Allah. Wherever we are, we just talk about you, O Allah. We should talk about Allah. Al-Mazoob Rahmatullah alayhi is also written a beautiful couplet that whichever state you are in, just keep your heart connected with Allah. Whichever state you are in, then keep your heart connected with Allah. Everything is with Allah. Always beg Allah. So if you are just sitting, then your wings will be of no use. Even you are not able to escape from the cage, but keep on moving your wings. If he opens the cage, if he opens the door or if he doesn't open, why are you looking at that? You just do your work, yani just keep on asking. We are beggars, we are just asking. It's the job of the master that he opens the door. When you keep begging, a day will come that the door will be open. So tonight is the 27th night, it's the time of the acceptance of du'as. We should beg Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tonight is love. And we should make a promise that we will do our ma'mulat with consistency. And the goal of our life would be love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We are living for Allah and we die for Allah. So that on the day of judgment when He raises us up, that He enters into those people that it's written for them that they will stand up on the day of judgment and their eyes will be on Allah. There will be people on the day of judgment that they will have a vision of Allah and they said to them, Ya ayyatuhun nafsal mutma'inna, O peaceful soul, irju ila rabbik, come back to your Lord, radiyatan mardiya, that you are pleased with Him and He is pleased with you, fadkhuli fi ibadi, enter into my slavers, wadkhuli jannati, enter into my paradise. So all of us gathering here together, the main goal is to get that love of Allah. There is a couplet in Persian, then I'm not here wandering around that I've come here for vacation. I have come here to have the vision of Allah.
सुखद मस्ताना मी गोयम मले होशियार नहीं करता इस मोहब्बत में दीवाना हो
I'm mad in this love of Allah. Allah Ta'ala has brought us here in this night of Ramadan. We beg Allah Ta'ala of His love. May Allah Ta'ala fill our hearts with His love. And Allah Ta'ala also gave us death on His love. And on the day of judgment, Allah Ta'ala raise us up on this love. Wa akhiru da'wana and alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Some people want to do tawbah, sincere tawbah. Some people want to enter into silsila, take bayt in the silsila. So the words will be recited of tawbah, of bayt. Everybody should make niyat of tawbah. Whoever wants to take bayt in the silsila, they can make the niyat of bayt as well. If women are listening, they can, if they also make the intention, they will also be and will enter into it. May Allah Ta'ala accept our tawbah, and may Allah Ta'ala, when we go away, may Allah Ta'ala allow us to go away with pure hearts. Alhamdulillah wa kafa wa salamun ala ibadillazina kafa. So all these kalimat that will be recited, please recite. Say Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim.
La
ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah Amantu billahi wa malaikatihi wa kutubihi wa rusulihi wal yawmil akhiri wal qadri khairihi wa sharrihi min Allah ta'ala wal ba'si بعد الموت آمنت بالله كما هو بأسمائه وصفاته وقبلت جميع أحكامه إقرار باللسان وتصديق بالقلب أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أستغفر الله ربي من كل ذنب وأتوب إليه برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. So with these kalimat, inshallah, Allah Ta'ala has forgiven us. We have done tawbah, there are few mamulat. If we do it with regularity, then inshallah, Allah Ta'ala will fill our heart with His love. The first thing is that 100 times is Durood Sharif Salawat, morning and the evening. Second is 100 times istighfar, morning, evening. Third is every day recite 1 juz of Quran every day. Fourth is that, just have this remembrance of Allah all the time. Even the hands are busy working, but the heart should be busy in the remembrance of Allah. And the fifth thing, 15-20 minutes every day doing muraqabah. That a person will close the eyes and connect to Allah, and this thing, have this intention, Allah's mercy is coming in the heart, and the darkness of the heart is being removed, and my heart is saying Allah, Allah, Allah. This is what my heart is saying. 10-15 minutes of muraqabah every day will charge the battery of the heart, and then people feel the increase in the love of Allah. Before dua, we will do muraqabah for a few minutes. Close your eyes, lower your head, and drown in the remembrance of Allah. And people, they look into their heart, He finds His reality. Open your heart and look into your reality.
तेरे सामने झुक रहा हूँ खुदा, मेरा कोई नहीं अल्लाह तेरे सिवा, मैं तेरे सामने मैं गुनहगार हूँ, मैं सियाता नहीं कोई नहीं है शहबाज का, नहीं कोई नहीं है शहबाज का, बख्श दूंगा मैं तुझको, बख्श दूंगा मैं तुझको, ये है वादा तेरा